What is going on, everybody? It is the Naughty Investor here, coming at you with another video. Now, what am I doing wearing this hat? I don't know. I wanted to spice up today's video by wearing a hat. Do you feel spiced up? I think you should feel spiced up. So, in today's video, I am wearing a hat. Let's get into it. Cryptocurrency, volatility, how do you handle it? Why is it there? Well, what is volatility? Volatility is simply put just extreme movements in price and extreme movements in value, okay? And cryptocurrency has a lot of this, but here's why. Cryptocurrency is still in its infancy. That is why. 15 years down the line, are we going to see the same degree of volatility we see now? No, because then the market will be more mature. Currently, cryptocurrency is still in its infancy. There's still speculative money. We haven't had mainstream adoption yet, but it's coming. Institutional money is still coming. There's still so much going on in this market that we're unsure about, such as regulations and SEC stuff. There is a lot going on in cryptocurrency, which is why there is a lot of volatility. But don't worry, there are ways you could reduce it. And here is the number one way that you could reduce volatility. Diversification. You own multiple different types of cryptocurrency. I know it sounds so simple, but I find in my everyday conversations with people on Reddit and Steam it in the community, not enough people do it, or they don't do it enough. Because I see a lot of times online, this is a problem I see, is where people will have like one or two favorite coins and they will defend those coins, absolutely, and forever, right? And that's fine to do, but they won't own any other coins, right? So if I put out a video, they'll be like, oh, this cryptocurrency is going to the moon, and I'll comment, yeah, you might be right. I own a little bit of that cryptocurrency too, but you don't hear anything else from them. And that's because they're not diversified. They only have one or two coins. Now, if you're only putting a few $100s in a cryptocurrency, you don't really have to diversify. I would go for a small cap coin, just because you'll be able to have a more magnified return, right? Because the smaller the market cap, the more generally investments are always on a risk to reward ratio scale type thing. So if you're only putting a few hundred in, maybe you don't have to diversify as much. But if you're putting thousands in, right? If you have thousands in crypto, right, like I do, or like your friend who's in crypto does, then it becomes more important. It becomes more important to diversify, because at that point you have enough capital to where you could own a decent chunk of a few different coins. You could own some Neo, right? You could own some ETH, some EOS, some Bitcoin, some Litecoin, some XRP, right? You want to own as much as possible while also putting a reasonable amount in, right? You don't want to just put like $2 into every cryptocurrency. It doesn't make much sense. But if you want to put, $500 into 10 different coins, that is your best bet, as well as, look at some good ICOs. See if you can find any good ICOs out there, because ICOs, high risk, but very high reward, because I've done very well in the ICO space. I have like a sixth conscience now, where I can look at an ICO and I almost know if I'm going to put money in or not, and how well it's going to do. I'm not saying that to be arrogant at all. I'm really not, but it's kind of like a feeling in a way. But that's not all I do. I do SWOT analysis, which is where you're looking in a very business analytical sense at the ICO, the market, the opportunities, right? And because you can't do technical analysis on an ICO, you can't. You can only do fundamental analysis on ICO. But I don't want to get long-winded into that whole ICO thing, but ICOs could be good at diversifying your income if you find the right one. So how do you diversify? You just own tons of different coins, decent amount in each, and that is how you reduce your exposure to cryptocurrency volatility. Another thing to add, also look at cryptocurrency ETFs or funds that automatically diversify you. I will save that for a separate video though. Did you enjoy this video? If you did you enjoy the hat? That's the most important part, guys. Did you enjoy the hat? And if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.